Hello, it's your drug dealer. I thought I'd call in case you needed anything at all. You know, you can always call me just to talk, but I mostly want to sell you drugs. Drug dealer.
Hello, welcome to episode 3, maybe 4, 3 or 4, one of those two, of the Disgruntled Pharmacist podcast. Sorry it's been a while, but between work, stand-up comedy, and making these YouTube videos, a little short on time. This one won't be too long, but I'll give you guys kind of my thoughts since the last podcast. As I said before, this is my kind of therapy session for me to just get some things off of my chest. I was reading this article and it was talking about the top trusted health professions, and I think pharmacists were number 3. I'm not sure about that, because I feel like every time I tell my customers something, they don't believe a damn thing I gotta say. Like, for example, this guy came in, I told him his copay was $50. He's like, $50? Why is it $50? I'm like, because you have a deductible. I don't have a deductible. Yes, you do, sir. No, you don't. I go, yes, you do, sir. He goes, no, I don't. Okay. Top trusted healthcare professional, huh? Half the people think I'm lying when I tell them that they have a deductible. Customers come in with discount cards. I tell them the discount card won't make it cheaper than their insurance. You think any of those people believe me? Can you just run it anyway and just see? Okay. Top trusted, sure. I had another lady pick up a prescription. I said, ma'am, do you have any questions? She's like, no, that's okay. I'll just ask my daughter when she gets off of work. She's a nurse. Okay. You would rather wait until your daughter gets off of work than to just ask me questions right now? The funny thing was that lady actually called me back several hours later. She's like, actually, I do have a question. I hung up the phone and said, nope, call your daughter. Click. I think I need to see a speech pathologist or some type of speech specialist, because I feel like I say things, but the questions that I ask the customers, their response don't match up to the question that I asked. Maybe I'm not pronouncing my words correctly or something. I was talking to this guy. I said, hi, can I get your date of birth? He goes, my last name is Smith. What? I asked you for your date of birth. Why are you giving me your last name? I asked the lady, she was picking up a prescription. I said, can you verify the last 4 digits of your telephone number? She puts in the number. I said, ma'am, that's not the last 4 of your telephone number. She goes, oh, I thought you wanted the last 4 of my social security number. Did I ask you for the last 4 of your social security number? I tell you, maybe it's me, I don't know. Sometimes when I drive back to Chicago to visit family, sometimes when I drive back to Chicago to visit family, sometimes I have to go through these rough neighborhoods, and I look and I stare at these drug dealers. Sometimes I get envious. I stare at them. Not too long, because I don't want to get shot in the face, but I get a little jealous. They don't have to deal with any insurance issues. Everybody pays cash. They don't have to worry about drug interactions. If your crack cocaine interacts with your blood pressure medication, well, that's just on you. You don't have to deal with customer complaints. Crackheads can't call corporate. One thing I've noticed since the last podcast, I hate when people criticize me on things that's not my job description. I had a lady, I was bagging groceries. She goes, "Do you know you're not supposed to mix meat and fresh produce in the same bag?" I said, "Don't you know you're supposed to ring this up front?" This lady came up to me. She goes, "I just want to let you know your phone app sucks." I go, "Ma'am, and I just want to let you know I didn't create that damn app." Another lady comes up to me. "I just want you to know there's not enough parking spaces in the parking lot." Okay, what do you think this is, Sim City, where I could just go out in the parking lot and make it bigger? Well, why are you coming to me? It's funny. I've learned over the years the best way to sometimes deal with these customer questions is just to answer their question with another question. I remember I came into work. The pharmacy was closed on the 4th of July, but the store is open. So I was in the pharmacy doing some work since it was closed. I came out. The lady goes, "Are you guys open?" Clearly the gate was shut with a big sign that said we're closed for the 4th. But I was trying to be polite. You know, they say respect your elders. I wanted to tell her to look at the sign. I said, "Yes, ma'am, we are closed for the 4th. She goes, "Why are you closed for the 4th of July?" I said, "Why are you picking up prescriptions on the 4th of July? You're supposed to be with your family, grilling hamburgers and hot dogs, making potato salad." Another lady came to pick up her prescription. I go, "Man, we put that back." "Why'd you put that back? Why you ain't pick it up?" That's a better question. Some days, boy, I tell you, if it wasn't for daycare costs and student loans, I'm just joking. I don't really mind my job. Sometimes I wish I could just tell it like it is. People get too sensitive. This lady came through drive-thru. She's literally stuffing her mouth with a handful of McDonald's French fries. I go, "Hi, how can I help you?" She puts up her index finger, telling me to wait a minute so she could chew these French fries. Then she goes with a mouthful of food. "I need my blood pressure medication." I go, "No." I wanted to say, "No, you need to stop eating them damn McDonald's French fries." But nope, can't tell it like it is. I've noticed, like, when I'm off of work, there's no way I can come into the store that I work, because people want to ask you questions when you off because they recognize you being the pharmacist. Especially in this small town, everywhere I go, "Oh, you're that pharmacist that works down the street? Yeah, I got a question." No, I'm off the clock. I'm trying to pump gas. Do not ask me any questions at the gas station. Another thing I noticed, I don't know if anybody else noticed, people just exaggerate to the most extreme in the pharmacy. Like, we open up at 7. I had somebody call. I was busy. So by the time I answered the call, they probably on hold for 3 or 4 minutes. I answered the phone about 7:03, 7:04. I answered the phone. I was on hold for an hour. Really? A whole hour? You just sat on the phone and it just rang and rang? Okay. I mean, there wasn't something in your brain that clicked that said, maybe I should call back later. Maybe I should check their hours. No, you're just going to stay on the phone and let it ring for a whole hour till somebody answers. They do that in the drive-thru too. I've been waiting here 30 minutes before somebody came to the window. Really? You didn't think to come inside at one point? You didn't think to come back later if that really was the case? People just say the craziest things. Sometimes I don't even know how to respond. This lady came to the pharmacy and goes, "Hi, you guys left me a voicemail." I said, "Okay, well, what did it say?" "I don't know." I said, "Okay, was the voicemail in another foreign language you've never heard before? Do you think I have some type of psychic powers? Because otherwise, I'm going to need you to listen to the damn voicemail." Being a pharmacy manager, I get blamed and cussed out for a lot of things that weren't my fault, and I'm forced to have to fix them, even though I didn't cause the problem. I feel like being a pharmacy manager has prepared me well for marriage, because it's pretty much the same thing. Yep, you get blamed for stuff you didn't do, and you gotta fix it. Woo! It's funny, man. It's fun. I started to realize something the other day. The longer I've been working in the pharmacy, the more health conditions I think I now have. Like, I think I have ADD. No, I'm seriously, because when I was in pharmacy school, I could sit in these boring lectures for hours at a time and pay attention. Now it's like if a customer talks to me and they don't get to the point in 10 seconds, I just drift off into some other land and just forget what the conversation was even about. I remember this one lady, she came to the counter and she starts talking about going on this long road trip, and after 10 seconds I just started thinking about what I was going to eat for dinner. And then finally I hear her say, "To make a long story short, I need my blood pressure medication refilled." I'm like, you couldn't just say that in the beginning? I'm telling you, if they don't get to the point in 10 seconds, I can't focus anymore. I never had anxiety before. Now I got anxiety. Before my shifts, I just sit in my car like, man, do I really have to go in here today? I see certain patients' telephone numbers call on the caller ID. I'm like, oh, Lord, why are they calling? When I know I got to open up the pharmacy the next day and I had a floater, I can't sleep. Good thing I got health insurance, because I'm going to definitely need it. Well, I want to thank you guys for listening. I try to just keep these at 15 minutes because that's about the typical break a lot of people get. Something that you can listen to at work real quick and enjoy on your little breaks. I should have episode 2 of the Sassy Pharmacy done this Friday. I hope everybody enjoys that. I had somebody write me, "This is not how we treat our pharmacy customers." Duh, I get that. Okay, it's just, I just made this so that people who work in the pharmacy can just laugh and enjoy, and stuff that we all relate to and deal with. None of us hopefully actually say or do the things I do in these videos. That's why I put them in the videos. I'm pretty sure if I actually did these in real life, I wouldn't have been a pharmacy manager for 3.5 years. I would have been fired by now. Well, thanks for listening. You guys have a great rest of your day, evening, afternoon. I guess it depends on when you're listening. Take care.